Hello, my name is Phil and today I will show you how to record a MIDI instrument track in DAW Cubase. So first what we want to do is to create a new project. I will choose my predefined template which has all the settings already built in. So now what we want to do is to choose the folder where we are going to store our project. So I have a separate folder for Cubase projects, and for this project I'm going to create a new folder, name it Coursera, and here we have an empty project. So what we want to do now is to check the project preferences. So first we want to check project setup that has the correct sampling rate of 48 kHz 24-bit record format, the broadcast wave file for the file type, and pretty much for this window. Also, what we want to check is the VST connections, of how the inputs and outputs are mapped in our project. So because I'm not recording any audio now, so I disabled the ports that are the input. And for the output, I'm going to use the master output that maps to the analog output of my sound card that leads directly to the speakers. So now we are going to create an instrument track and assign a Waldorf-Largo synthesizer to it. It will take some time, and when we have the track, now we are going to test if it's working correctly. So first, the MIDI input we are going to change to my USB Oxygen 49 MIDI keyboard, and here it is the window of the synthesizer. So let us test if it is working correctly. Okay, so we hear the sound. Now what we want to do is to change the timbre of the synthesizer to any timbre that we want. And I will use the electric harp for this video. So we can hear the audio that is generated by the synthesizer, so now we can try to record it. So what I'm doing now is to selecting the span of our project. So for example, let it be 8 measures, and check that click is on when we are recording, and the pre-roll is also on. The tempo I will leave for the default value. So now everything is ready for recording the track. So let's start. So now that we have recorded a track, we can see the MIDI editing window in the Cubase. So you can see it is pretty similar to that one that was shown in the videos. So here we see the notes, and you see that the velocity of the lowest note is pretty low. So we want to adjust it a little bit. And also, because we are using a synthesizer, the human performance on the keyboard is not really important. So what I want to do is to quantize it to the 100% to the bars. So here are the setup of the quantization. So here we have 0% magnetic area, and the magnetic area defines the area that will be quantized to within the bars. So it doesn't have this percentage of the quantization, it has the percentage of the magnetic area. And also the swing, for some songs that have swing, we can also change the every second bar to be shifted a little bit. but I will go with the default settings. So apply quantize, and I will use the keyboard shortcut for it. Okay, this note is a little bit out of bar, so I will shift it, and this also. Now we can disable the click and play everything again. Okay, so we have recorded an instrument track, and it is playing okay. So last thing that we want maybe to do, to name the track correctly, and also we can rename we can color the track that we have inside. So this is pretty much for this homework. Thank you for watching, and thank you in advance for reviewing my assignment. Cheers.